Because when we're not in the present state, our mind is always thinking about something that happened 10 years ago, something that happened today. And it does that, keep going back and back as if it's a CPU, going in and out of memories and thoughts according to the emotion that you're holding. So if you're feeling sad right now and you keep the energy of sadness for the entire day, your mind is going to keep giving you playbacks of everything that had this similar emotion. Check it, because it does that. And if you're really, really happy, your mind does the same thing. Your mind gives you what you're thinking. Hey, y'all. Welcome again to Soul Deep Conversations. And today, I'm outing myself. Because I was just washed my hair and I brushed it. There's not much hair there, but there's a story to this. There's a journey to this. Now, in January, I was in Jamaica, December and January. And when I went there, I felt kind of perky. I felt nice. And I said I wanted some color in my hair. So when I was in Jamaica, I bleached my hair. And I got the honey blonde color. And I was feeling good, but not good enough. So I decided, man, I'm not going to wait. I also want to process my hair. Because I thought to myself, okay, process the hair, make it all straight, because I don't want it to be curly like now. Make it all straight so you can put finger waves and stuff. And I went ahead and I did it at the same time. And I felt good about it for about a week. Then my hair said, okay. You decided you're going to put all these chemicals on me. Well, my roots are not going to hold on to this stress that you're putting me under. But I felt good for a second because I am not at the root of my hair. So I thought on the surface, coming up, they look good. They're straight. It's beautiful. I can get my finger waves. But at the root of the problem, my hair said, you put me under too much stress. I am taking a break. By the time I got back to New York, every time I brush, the hair was on my shoulder saying, bye-bye, girl. You put me under too much stress. Maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, I would have rolled over and I would have bawled. But you know what? Everything that happens to me now, I don't know. I see a bigger picture. And I thought to myself, damn it, I wasn't at the root of my hair. I didn't know how much the root of my hair could hold, although I should have known better. And that's why God says, you're not the best planners out there. I am. And my hair just started to go. And my mother-in-law, I love her so much, she makes castor oil from the roots. And she's been doing this for a long time. And I've been having her castor oil, but I didn't really use it for myself a whole lot because castor oil doesn't really smell all that well unless you infuse it with essences, okay? And I had these bad babies. We're going to launch this probably in another 2 to 3 months, all right? To the end of summer. Beautiful. And I started using this all natural, old school press castor oil. She does it from scratch. And we have a whole farm of castor oil trees. So this is a new next beautiful thing that I'm deep diving into. And the reason why is I had to go back to buying wigs. January, February, and March. Just 2 months. And I also brought a whole bunch of these with me. And I started to use it in my hair. My hair peeled off, not fall out, peeled off, had patches. So every time I had a wig on, underneath that wig, I had patches on my scalp because my hair just decided, bye-bye, baby. Look at my hair now. This is why it has a story. It has come back up. You can still see the blonde at the end. It's coming back up so bloody thick. I can see my edges again, which is so cool. And you know what I thought to myself today? So many of us, we strain ourselves into decisions in life and we take so many risks, even though we have an idea or there's an intuition or there's a voice that's saying, this is probably a little bit too risky, but go ahead, huh? It's your choice. And that's what the angels does. Angels are there and they're there to back us up and they will send us messages, subtle signs, just subtle directions to redirect us from the decisions that we're making in life. Because the decisions that we're making in life is just like my hair. On the surface, It was so beautiful. It looked good because I had this honey blonde color and I could do the finger waves and everybody complimented me on it. That was my ego who wanted to have this look. But so deep for me, for my hair, it was root deep. For life, it is so deep. There's so much going on there. And the roots just couldn't take the pressure. And they just decided they have to let go. And the reason why they had to let go, it does not mean that the roots were weak. It means that what the roots were holding were no longer could hold what the roots wanted to push out. They had to let go of all that hair because I put something on it that did not belong. How many of us does this in life? We're in these relationships. We are making these decisions that really doesn't feel good. It doesn't make us feel empowered. It doesn't make us feel loved or good about ourselves, but we still go in every day trying to fix it. But the root is saying, this is weak. This is draining your energy. This is taking too much out of you. I really want to let it go. And if you keep holding on to it, it manifests itself in sicknesses and just atrocities that happens in your life where you stop and say, where did I go wrong? You went wrong with the decisions that you made. But when the roots let go of that is weak, it grows again. If you allow it, if you start to nurture it, if you start to listen intuitively and understand, man, that was just a lesson I was supposed to learn. I have to now understand how to let go of the ego. And now I'm going to act. I'm going to make decisions from the heart. This is where God speaks to me. This is where we go inside and have that meeting, that when I go into dream state, these ideas come to me and I can trust these ideas, because when they come to me, all I can feel is love. All I can feel is resonance. I don't feel fearful, and there's nothing prideful about it. There's nothing egoic into this. This is just true to me, to my nature. And what happens if we allow ourselves to dig so deep, believing that, hey, this is not just me. I got an army with me. These decisions that I have to make, I don't have to show up prideful for people to see a beautiful blonde hair. I can show up truly as me and allow your roots to grow again and come back even stronger. There's no death in a sense while you're living, but there is a death of the ego. There is a death of things that don't resonate with you anymore. And it's nothing for you to sit down and cry over. Say, oh my God, I lost my hair. What am I going to do? Just be quiet. Get quiet. Dig deep. Go back to the drawing board. Do a journal, set an intention, find sources. You can find mentorship. You can start listening to stuff. You can start reading. You can start enhancing your education on the things that resonates with you, and regrow, because there's always death and rebirth in our lives 1,000,000 times before you actually cross over to the spiritual. Every time you're trying something and it doesn't work out and you have to rethink it, that's a death of an idea and the rebirth of something new. We go through death and life every single day and you don't realize it. Most of us live most of our lives not experiencing life out there because we're worried about the big death. Life is about death and rebirth and an allowance of just making the roots that already has a job to grow, to just do that, grow into a healthy state by just giving it love and compassion and respect. I now respect my hair. After making such a silly decision, did my hair just go away and say, go away, girl, I don't want to come back? No. Thing again. And if I keep doing that, chances are one of these days it's just going to be a case where it just won't grow back. Instead of doing that and abusing yourself, give yourself self-love. Start here and have compassion for yourself and have respect and give gratitude for this body. My guides taught me this a few months ago, and I don't even know how to explain it to you, but giving gratitude to yourself is acting as if your body is a second person, because it is. You are a spirit having a physical experience in a body. Your body is a completely different consciousness where your egoic state and your mind never shuts off. But if you allow yourself to quiet your mind enough to be in the present state, that's the right word. Because when we're not in the present state, our mind is always thinking about something that happened 10 years ago, something that happened today. And it does that, keep going back and back as if it's a CPU, going in and out of memories and thoughts according to the emotion that you're holding. So if you're feeling sad right now and you keep the energy of sadness for the entire day, your mind is going to keep giving you playbacks of everything that had this similar emotion. Check it, because it does that. And if you're really, really happy, your mind does the same thing. Your mind gives you what you're thinking. It attracts back to you on the frequency or the energy that you are attracting. Do you understand? We're having soul deep conversations, so just bear with me for a second. And that's what your mind does. What you have to understand to do is to focus on the things that you want to get back in your life. For me, my hair, I don't need to think about anything egoic right now. I am allowing my hair to regrow at its strongest phase because that's what I want for it. Because now when I look at my body in the mirror, I see no faults. I just see a consciousness that has allowed my soul to thrive, my soul to come through with a personality, my soul to experience all the emotions there is, especially love. And because of that, I have so much gratitude for my body now. Every single chance that I get, I literally hug myself. My family said, you're weird, but I do. I literally hug myself and give gratitude. Say, I am so grateful for you, for putting up with me, for eating the things that weren't right, but you still kept me strong, for not drinking enough water, but you still kept me going, not being thirsty, for doing all the things that I did that I really shouldn't have stressed you out with, for putting all these new stuff, for putting the chemicals in, and just giving gratitude to your body. And let me tell you, if you do this in a state of the present, you feel your body's love back to you. Oh my God, it's the most amazing feeling because every single thing I have now learned is a consciousness. Everything. This bottle of castor oil has its own consciousness. My beautiful flowers that are all around me, my orchid, has its own consciousness. So you do too. And if we allow ourselves to extend our gratitude to the consciousness that is around us, man, when it starts to show love back at you, there's nothing more fulfilling than that. So I tell you today, I don't know the decisions that you've made in this life that probably caused something to break away from you like my hair did, a much deeper decision. Don't beat yourself up on it. Just allow yourself to stop for a minute in these tracks. Don't keep abusing it, abusing yourself, abusing your body, abusing your mind, abusing your emotions, abusing the job, abusing these opportunities that you have. Stop for a second and allow the root to regrow at its strongest potential to show you the absolute love that it's given back at you. I know, I find soul deep conversations from the craziest stuff, but if these conversations resonates with you, that means the message is for you. If it's not, if it sounds like woo-woo, it's okay. Step on. You're not at that consciousness. And we send you love just the same. And hopefully you remember to give love and gratitude to yourself as we go through this life experience and make mistakes and come back from it with a smile and absolute greatness of the soul. I want to tell you, thank you for listening to Soul Deep Conversations. And today, I hope that you will remember to be your most creative self. That's where you have it.